Sunrise to Sunset. My name is Lisa, I'm a Reiki Master and Intuitive Empath, and this is going to be a reading for my beautiful shiny gem stars. Happy birthday to you, happy birthday to you, happy birthday dear Gemini, happy birthday to you, and many more. Happy birthday, my lovelies. Before we get started, as always, a great big thank you for your likes, shares, subscriptions, donations, booking me for a personal reading and joining me on the one-to-one intuitive guidance courses. If you'd like to find out more about booking me for a personal, or you'd like to join me on the one-to-one intuitive guidance courses, please do feel free to check out my website, sunrisetosunset.co.uk, or have a little nosy in the description box. And while you're nosying around, have a little nosy in the community section. I'm doing little special offers, little gifts throughout Gemstar season, so take advantage of those while you can, my lovelies. Right, let's crack on with your reading. Let's see what wants to come through today for my beautiful Gemmy Gems. Okay, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael and Archangel Sandalphon, please bring forward messages for Geminis, highest good only, please. Messages for Gemstars, highest good only, please. Okay. Do check out, I put a community post up as well for empaths or for anyone who's sort of highly sensitive of energy at the moment. We're going through a lot, like Ascension symptom wise. So if you're not feeling 100% kind of emotionally and physically, check out that post, my lovelies. That might be helpful for you. Right. What do Gemstars need to know? Ooh, flying out, Joey's. We have a destiny. Oh, what's that? Oh, spiritual strength, destiny. On the floor, rejoice and celebration. We're gonna party like it's your birthday. Messages for Gemstars, highest good only, please. Okay. We got. Oh, rest and rejuvenate. Look at all that green. Okay, that's gonna tie in with that post that I put up this morning, so you might want to have a little looky. Okay, so we've got spiritual strength. We've got the 9 and then followed by the 10, and then we've got the 3 followed by the 4. So progression, my lovelies, progression. I keep saying Ascension as well. I mean, the whole of this year has been we've needed a lot of this, right? A lot of this spiritual strength. But also we've been carrying a lot of weight on our own shoulders, right? And Spirit is here to say, Gemstar, let me take some weight off your shoulders. You might even be physically feeling like a pressure down the neck or on top of the shoulders, like a heavy weight being pushed down on you. You know, obviously check out your health. I'm not a health professional or anything like that, but there are, in terms of Ascension symptoms, it's kind of going through our whole body at the moment. You know, he's even got his head bowed down there, and it's around this area. It's like a pressure that's kind of forcing our head forward, almost like, well, you know, we're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders at this time. And the spiritual strength is coming in. You know, these are the big boys, Archangel Michael or God, or, you know, the heavy hitters who can come in and take that pressure off of us at this time. So, you know, I do say in that post as well, it's important at this time to get your rest. You might be feeling more tired than usual, like exhausted. You might not be sleeping too good at night, or you're sleeping good at night and then you need some extra kippies as well. Okay, so, you know, take the pressure off of you, basically. Spirit is saying here, take the pressure off of you. Allow yourself, if you need to rest, get that rest, my lovelies. And also, you know, when we're saying take the pressure off you, it's like give yourself some slack at this time, my lovely Gemstars, okay? Because we're spiritually going through a lot, but we're also physically, it's like the body is upgrading as well as the spiritual, okay? And I do go in, I do talk about this kind of junk DNA, what they call junk, so-called junk DNA, which is 98% of our DNA. Scientists reckon is junk. Really? Okay, so if you tie in, Ascension with this junk DNA, is this DNA being activated? Is it coming online? Are we physically changing? I know that's it might be a stretch for some people, but it very much seems, it's what Spirit is telling me. It very much feels like it. And a lot of people are undergoing the very same symptoms at the same time. And this year was always, if you follow my readings at the start of the year, it was always going to be about looking after our health, looking after our physical body, is one of the most important lessons of this year, because we're changing, okay? We are physically changing, emotionally changing. You might feel like, we're going through a big ego death process as well at this time, and a lot of things are falling away from us. And it's almost, I described it, I got in meditation last night, I saw a beautiful vision, and it was a whiteboard, and on the whiteboard were squares, blocks, black blocks, and these blocks represented people, places, attitudes in our lives. And these, as Spirit lifted up the whiteboard, these blocks fell to the bottom of the whiteboard like Tetris, and they kind of stacked up, and then eventually they fell out, and then Spirit literally went whew, and done a sweep of that whiteboard. Okay, so it's hard to put into words, but I mean, it's a whole new book that we're going into, right? It's not just a chapter, it's a whole new book, and things are falling away from us at this time. And there's a certain grieving process that goes along with that. So it doesn't happen overnight, it doesn't happen within a week, it may not happen in a month, it might even take years, and it depends on us. How much we cling on to those black blocks that are Spirit is wanting to clear off that board, so that as we move into the next phase, certain things cannot come with us as much as we want them to. Certain people, places or attitudes, they're not along for the journey, my lovelies, okay? So it's a kind of crazy time we're going through. Super interesting, but you're being gifted with this beautiful spiritual strength, but also being reminded here to, take it easy. Take it easy on yourself. If you're feeling physically wrecked at the minute, there is a bit of a death, rebirth, and I don't mean, actual death, okay, in metaphysical death, okay. This is destiny, this is something to celebrate. You are in birthday season, so hopefully you've been raising a few glasses to yourself, okay, chin chin. I raise a glass to you, a virtual glass to you, my lovely gem stars, okay. This is a time of rejoicing and celebrating with your friends and family, right? We're in gem star season. Okay, we've got this beautiful card here, which, next to spiritual strength, this is your protection, you're heavily protected, but also, if you note, it's the same person repeated around this kind of orb, right, representing these different versions of ourselves as we ascend. And also in that post, Spirit is wanting me to bring it up as well. Some parts of her are non-existent here. So there is a death and rebirth process going on here. Okay, so the ascension isn't, how do I put it? Before the last 3 years, it was kind of quite a steady, just an upward climb, okay? Maybe a little bit of diversion left and right. This year, the 6 months of this year have been quite roller coastery, okay? So we're going up, we're going down. You may feel like you're even being pulled, left field, right field, anywhere in between field. I almost swore then. It's kind of crazy. So it's, these different versions, you're not going backwards, you're not taking a step backwards, you are going through a process, you are still steadily ascending, you are still on your pathway, but do know that, at some points it might feel like you're almost non-existent, like here. and then or sort of fading back into your full strength, and then going round and round that wheel again. Okay, so it's been an interesting one this year. Definitely totally different energies to what we're used to, right, on this journey. You've got on the bottom of the deck there as well, look, take care of your needs. Okay, this is a time to really focus in on taking care of yourself at this time. You can't sort of run yourself ragged at this time, or maybe you can't physically or emotionally handle what you were able to maybe 6 months ago or 7 months ago. Okay. Ooh, let me just hold on a minute. I'm wearing a sarong and I just realised it's quite low and I don't know how far I'm leaning forward here, so I'll just put another knot and shimmy that around. Right. Okay, so do take good care of yourself at this time, my lovely gem stars. Okay, message for Gemini's highest good. What do gem stars need to do? Okay, so we've got one down there. Oh, blimey. What's that one? One just fell down the side. Hokey coke. Oh, so we've got a couple of beautiful wise souls here. Oh, wow. Another one there. Druid holding that space. A lot of lovely grandfatherly sort of ancient wisdom just wanted to come out there, holding that space. Okay, messages for gem stars. Flew right across the room. Okay, so we've got the shaman. There's your bird on your head, Gem. We've had that for a little while, have we? The good old bird on the head. Okay. Message for Gemstars House good only, please. Okay. Oh, nice. Got the sun, and we've got White Witch, be the light. Let me just shimmy these. Okay, so off the back of the Rest and Rejuvenate, we've got the Sage. Okay, hug a tree, Gems. I haven't actually done it myself for a little while. I need to go and give a good tree hug. Okay, it's gonna really help with those Ascension symptoms because it grounds and roots us, right? But also there's an energetic kind of exchange that goes on when we get barefoot, when we touch that ground with our hands if we don't want to get barefoot, and when we hug a tree. There's a beautiful energetic, it's like I'm going to take that energy off of you, this beautiful green energy that you've got across the board here, my lovelies. Okay, so get yourself out in nature. It's always a message on this channel, right? Be devoted and committed. So be devoted and committed to yourself at this time, my lovely gem stars. He's writing, he's got his peacock feather out, he's writing on a beautiful vine there. Maybe write yourself down a little plan of how you can actually take care of yourself at this time. Maybe write yourself a schedule. Monday I'm going to go hug a tree. Tuesday I'm going to do some stretching on the beach or something, do some yoga. Wednesday, do you know what I mean? Like actually physically write it down and then be devoted and committed. And maybe also to your spiritual practice and journaling as well. When I've first started doing crystal meditations, I would write down the combination of crystals and what happened, and also the visions that came through as well. So be devoted, stay committed to this journey, don't give up, don't feel like everything is going to to pot. If you're on that up and down, if you're on the down part, okay, know that you're going to come back up. If you've been pulled left field, know that you're going to get centered again. Okay, but don't give up. Trust in the unknown. This is an unknown. We are in unknown territory, right, Gems? I'd say it was easy. Waking up, having a spiritual awakening before 2020 was it was pleasant. It was kind of crazy, kind of tricky, and yes, like I said, you would get a little bit diverted off your pathway, but you could easily find your way home, easily find your way back to centre. It's not so easy in the last 3 years, and my hat goes off to anybody who's awakened in the last 3 years. Boy, oh boy, okay, because we have got to trust in these higher forces. You know, I said at the beginning here, God coming in, or Archangel Michael, or whoever it is that you connect with, my lovelies, but the heavy hitters coming in to take that weight off your shoulders at this time, okay? So we've got to trust in this process, even though, you know, if we get pulled left, right, up, down, it is a tumultuous bit of a roller coaster of crazy this year. So keep trusting the process, keep trusting in the unknown, keep faith in these higher forces and sources, okay, my lovelies. So we've got two beautiful owls here off the back of that beautiful eagle. They're rather divine masculine, divine feminine energies, aren't they? And look, again, trust in the higher forces. Oh, we've got a little friend, a little visitor. Off you go. We don't kill animals here on this channel. We waft and we redirect. My spirit guys just said, yeah, like us spirit guys, we waft you and we redirect you. We don't splat you. Sometimes it feels like that though, right? But we've got to trust this process. You've got to rock that bird on the head, gem stars, okay? And look, your eagle or your owl has got the Gemini antennae, okay? So those Gemini antennae, you know, your third eye, right? Very much indicated here, okay? But there is a lot of crown chakra action, and also with the Ascension symptoms, you might be feeling a lot in the head as well, like dizzy or just kind of not here, not there, somewhere in between. I've been having quite a lot of that myself. Not dizzy, but just kind of feeling like you're here you're in your body, but you're not quite here. We're somewhere in no man's land at the minute, it feels like, energetically and spiritually. Hence why we've got to have a lot of this trust, okay? And be the light. Literally put that on the community board yesterday. That's all I put as well. Be the light. And a little what do you call it? A meme. I love my memes. Okay, so you know. Again, this is very much this greening energy, a very natural, very, you know, shamanic. For me, like the last 3 years have been quite starseed energy, quite up in the air. But for this year, I've been very much called back into the elemental realms, the FAE realms, shamanic realms, very grounding, kind of practical type of energy. I think these forces are, for me personally, calling me back, because when we get into that starseed energy, we can be a bit kind of out there, a bit esoteric, a little bit, I don't know what the right word is. Slightly unrealistic, okay? Some of it can be slightly unrealistic. And we're very much, you know, we are very much here on Earth, okay? We're very much in Earth school. And it's like Spirit is pulling us back down as well into our lower chakras, you know, the root chakra, the sacral, and the solar plex, or plexus. And that's because, you know, Spirit wants us to be very present at this time. And when we're in those higher chakras, like I say, when I say unrealistic, it can make us a little bit ungrounded, like not as present as we are when we're in these lower sort of FAE, elemental, shamanic realms, okay? Like, you know, like the sage, we're rooted, we're sat on that ground, we have our back upright and supported by wood, you know, Mother Nature, Mother Gaia supporting us as well. Yeah, so it's interesting. We've got this spiritual support and then this sort of woody, earthy support coming through as well, okay? We do have the sacral chakra. Your last reading was very much about this beautiful yellow energy. We've had a lot of it coming up this year. Enjoy success and happiness, okay? We came here to be happy. We didn't come here to be bogged down in all these lower vibrational energies and, you know, agendas and everything that's going on in the world right now can be so heavy. We've never really had to undergo such a heavy kind of energy. We're having a lot of solar activity like I've never ever seen or experienced. every few days we are getting hit with spikes, you know, with solar flares, and also the Schumann resonance. You know, this earthy energy is having bizarre spikes, which coincide with that certain facility, right? So, you know, all these energies are hitting us from different angles, but this is ascension energy as well. This is that death and rebirth energy as well. Okay, so we came here to enjoy success, we came here to enjoy happiness, and pull ourselves out of those worries and concerns that are sort of, you know, very earthy material concerns as well, right? Of the lower vibration, of the lower kind. Okay, let's see what else wants to come out for my beautiful gemstones. This is for Gemini's highest good only, please. Okay, look, so healthy choices. So heavy emphasis on the body, heavy emphasis on health at this time, right? And love and accept yourself. Always a Jerry Gem Star special, that one, isn't it, Gems? Thank you, angels, for guiding me to make healthy decisions, and that's what this really, you know, what this is all about, isn't it, right? And that post that I put up, it's very much about the managing the physical symptoms that we're feeling at the moment is going to help us to then in turn manage the emotional problems. And of course, every area in the body is connected to the emotions, right? So for example, the liver is connected to anger. Okay, so each section of the body is undergoing this rebalancing, right? She's and she's being the tree. Okay, so not only is the tree heavily highlighted here, she is in the tree yoga pose. Okay, so like I say, get yourself a little routine. There's many group, you know, you can go and do group yoga very cheaply. Get yourself out on the beach, go and do it by yourself, okay? But make these healthy choices at this time. Cut yourself some slack. Maybe just, you know, try and focus in on that physical health so that the emotional health then kind of sorts itself out, right? Love and accept yourself. So thank you, angels, for lovingly guiding me to self-acceptance. And I feel like a lot of us have been harsh on ourselves for the first 6 months of this year, right? Because we've been going up, down, left, right, you may not feel like, hold on a minute, I'm used to more of a steady upward, you know, a gentle or even fast, like sometimes, but it's consistent. Whereas now it's like a bit whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like a roller coaster mixed with the twisters, right, or the waltzers, spinning us forward, spinning us backwards, spinning us sideways, and then dipping down, going back up. So love and accept yourself. Cut yourself some slack at this time, my beautiful gem stars, okay? Let's get some messages from the fairies. Release the fairies. Let's see what the fairies have got to say, my loves. Okay. Messages for gem stars highest good only, please. Okay, we have just the one. Ooh. Luathus the Wild. He's literally made up of leaves. This green energy is very strong at this time. Alright, let's have a look. Let's see what Luathus the Wild has to say. 57. Okay. Haste, spontaneity, balance. Next to the lady balancing in tree pose. Okay. This card says that the wild creative energies are being brought to whatever position it represents in the card layout. It often fires up the things that surround it. Okay, look, balance, healthy choices, love and accept yourself. Okay. So it energizes the cards around it as well. It tells us that it's important to think and act creatively, and it says that the energy to do so is available. New approaches are called for here. Old ideas or old behaviours will not do it. Tied into that message that I began with, right? The whiteboard. It's like Spirit's like, nope. I know we can cling on and cling on and cling on to those things, but we will delay the process. So old ideas and old behaviours will not do it. New approaches are called for here. Sometimes it may be useful to draw another card, okay, to get some suggestions about what those new ideas might be. Alternatively, Luafus may be telling you to go for something now. Sometimes it is important to take the risk of making a fool of yourself to gain something amazing and wonderful and miraculous. Sometimes when Luafus says, go for it now, it is important to do so, and sometimes it isn't. If the only reason for caution is that you're afraid of looking silly, it probably is time to go for it. Remember then that you need to keep an eye on Luafus. Don't let him have control of your schedule or the accelerator in your car. He always thinks going faster and taking chances is better, and sometimes he's even right. Use sense and stay grounded, even while he takes you off on a flight of fancy. Okay, so Luafus is literally embodying that energy that I was talking about with, you know, left, right, up, down, roller coaster. You know, Spirit is like, don't let this Luafus, don't let him take control of the accelerator. You know, it's okay to be going slow. It's okay to be going left, right, up and down at the minute. Use your sense and stay grounded. Okay. It did suggest pulling another card. So let's pull another card for my beautiful gemstones. Best just for Gemini's highest good only, please. Okay. So let's see. Oh, they're so cute. It's like the feminine version of this card. And look, oh, it's 58. It's the card that sits next to it. Faf the footer. Look at those. Beautiful. Like the divine masculine and feminine of each other. Or like the same here, sorry. Right, let's have a little look here then. So 58 next to what we just read. So, oh wow, Faf the footer is being real, earthing, grounding and centering. What are we talking about? Okay. Okay, so it's funny, isn't it? Because we were asked to pull a clarifier, and the clarifier is literally clarifying what the last, what Luafus was saying, right? Okay, so it says there's a quick fairy tip for earthing. Stroke your feet gently with both hands, each one for 5 minutes. You can also check for holes in your socks while doing this. Paint your toenails bright red. Then your toes say a cherry. Or should that be a cheery heya to you when you look at them? And this reminds you to keep them on the ground. Even when you can't see them, it will probably still remind you, especially if you're a man. There's proper humour in this deck. Okay, so it says breathe, ground, center, maintain or recover sanity by staying earthed. Do this now. Important information is coming your way, but you can only receive it properly if your feet are on terra firma and your head is well connected to the rest of your body. Okay, so a very clear message coming through. We started with the message of the Ascension. I literally made a community post about it, you know, and here the fairies are literally coming through with the same message. Right, we're going to finish up with an angel of light. Okay. Oh, it's torn then, this one. Okay. So clarity. Angel wisdom reminds you that a busy, cluttered mind is a sick one, and a still, clear mind is a divine one. So again, we're coming back to that health and the health of the mind, the health of the body. Allow the wisdom in your heart to radiate out and dissolve the chatter of your mind. Know that your angel has drawn this to your attention and is waiting to help you in your task. Sit quietly so that you can find stillness within. Then you can shine a pure, clear light onto every area of your life. In the clarity of this light, the angels will reveal a new way of being. You will see things differently and be able to make decisions from strength and clarity. And your affirmation, my mind is quiet, still and clear. Okay, so you're needing some clarity of mind at this time, and you know, the fairies and everything is pointing to, you know, to this, okay? Getting clarity of mind with rest and rejuvenation, particularly in Mother Nature, and making healthy choices for your body at this time, my lovely gem stars. Okay, not too much birthday tipple, right? I feel like you're going to feel it if you do. Yeah. Right, my lovelies, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Thank you for being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. Happy birthday to anybody whose birthday it is today. Have a blessed rest of your day, and until next time, Namaste.